Okay, so I think we are live here. Yeah. Okay, so good evening and welcome back to our fourth day for the JavaScript and Node.js essentials. And today we're going to basically create like complete API, that project that we are looking for. And I'm just going to tell you how you can serve a file and also how you can read a file as well. So first of all, yep, good evening, good evening. And by the way, just I have an announcement for you, by the way. Apart from like the new sessions and for the winners and all, so I have an announcement for you, like other than that, let me share my screen and just do let me know that if my screen is visible to you. Yeah, I hope it is. Okay, that's great. So let me just have a confirmation from you that I'm visible and you can see me as well, hear me as well, and you can see my screen as well. So first thing first, so like we are starting on new batches from 24th of September. So like if you want to get enrolled, so it will be the perfect time to join our course. And as I told you, like it's a complete 6 months of course where we are just going to cover everything from very basics to scratch. All the courses are job ready. So if you want to get a job, no matter if you are into school, colleges, or you're already a working profession, you can just get enrolled there. And we are also organizing a boot camp, or like basically, and in that boot camp you're just going to get that's going to be 2 months of the boot camp, and here you're just going to get some classes for, like, I think you're just going to get 8 sessions, advanced one, by the way. Okay, here we are. So let's start for the today's session. So here we left for the yesterday, and I'm just going to give you a quick recap. Like we created our project using npm init, and after that we installed this express by doing npm I express, and we also installed something called nodman. So basically we can restart our server automatically whenever we are going to make any changes here. So we also installed nodemon, so npm I flag g dash g and nodemon. And after that, we just created this project by requiring the Express. And here is our dummy database. So like today, we are going to have a better database. We are going to use a file system as our database for today. And after that, this is how we create our server. Just execute this function Express, and you're going to get a variable basically, and you're going to get a server here. And this line, so it's a middleware, by the way. Like yesterday I told you that what is a middleware. So middleware is just a function which is just going to get executed on every request, no matter what is the request, what is the path, and what is the method. It's just going to get execute for each and every request. And here I'm passing a function express.json to basically get the body from my request. The body basically the user is going to send. So body is going to contain the information, any kind of data. Suppose like a login form or sign up form. In that case, they're going to send a data like email address and the password. Or suppose they want to have they just want to post a photo or something like that. So in that case, that body may contain the photo and the details related to the like caption and all, etc, etc. So that's why we generally use this express.json here. And then we have created a single route slash movie, and the method is get. So if somebody is just going to make a request on this particular route with this particular method, we're just going to send back this response by setting up the status code as 200. And here we are sending our data just by doing response.send, and I'm just sending an object here, and inside this object I'm just like sending a message and the data. Similarly, we have a post. So in the case of post, we are going to get the, yeah, remember that body. So we are going to get the body here, like whatever the user is sending. And for testing purpose, I'm just going to use a Thunder client. So yesterday I told you that how to install this Thunder client. You can pass your URL here, and you can set the method, and also you can just add a body here as well. So any kind of body that user may send. So this tool we used to basically debug our application just to test how it's going to perform in the real world. So that's why we use these kind of softwares, and that's all. So we also had one more method here. So that's all about like we did yesterday. So what right now I'm just going to remove everything, like not everything. I'm just going to remove the database and my paths. So like this is the basic structure that you're going to require, that you are going to need every time, like const express, require express, and you're going to execute this thing. And after this is the middleware, so that basically we can parse the body. So it's basically called body parser. So this function, if somebody asks you what is this express.json is, just say them it's body parser. So it will basically get the body out of the request, because if you will try to do it by yourself, it's just going to be a real headache. So that's why we just use this function, which is going to parse the body from the request. And that's all. So let me just start my server. To start our server, I'm just going to use npm start script and npm dev scripts. So you can basically add your own script by using this package.json file, and you can add your script here. So it's completely on you. By the way, I just prefer this way of starting the project, and like it's the only way by which you can like utilize the power of npm properly. So let's see if I think, okay, our terminal is taking a little longer to get started. Okay, can you please tell me the setup of MongoDB? Okay, I will just give you a quick recap. Yeah, how you can module not found, notification coming. By the way, I think it's the error, and module not found. Maybe it is because you haven't installed that express. Okay, so first don't forget to install the express in the same folder. Yeah, don't install the express in some other folder. So that's why always open your terminal here only. So don't, like if you open your terminal somewhere else. So by the way, you can do one more thing. So if you don't want to use the default terminal of the VS Code, just open this server folder where basically you have created your project. Just open this one, and you can basically open your terminal here as well. So like both are fine. And now here can also execute the same command. So this terminal and this terminal both are same. Yep, both are same. You can use any one of them. So I generally prefer this one because it will just get open here only. That's why. Let me see, my VS Code terminal is not opening. So let me just open my VS Code one more time here. It happens sometime when I suddenly shut down my laptop. So in that case, the terminal won't open for the VS Code. Okay, here we are. Let me open a new terminal. And if it's not going to work, I'm just going to, yeah, now it's working. So we are going to start our server by just doing npm dev space dev, and oh god, aaj bhi hang now, and press enter, and it's just going to start. Your server is just going to work, and that's all. Npm run dev, sorry, npm run dev, and press start. Npm run dev, and our server is up and running on the port. I think, what is the port? 4000, I think. Yeah, port 4000. And after that, I'm just going to pass a second function here as well, so that we can see our server is running or not. Let me just put a server is running on port, not post, port 4000, and a save. And let's see if you're getting our output. Yeah, server is running on the port 4000. That's all. So what we are going to do today? So I'm just going to create a file. Yep, related to MongoDB. No worry, I'm just going to tell you how basically you can set up your MongoDB with the Node.js real quick. So by the way, if there is a student who is asking me a question, so I have to answer this. So Suraj, yeah, I'm just going to tell you how you can do this. Before that, just let me tell you how basically you can mark your attendance. So you're going to see this one link here. Just open this one link, and if you will just mark attendance for today, you're completely eligible to get your certificates. So just open this link, and you have to already log in, hopefully you will be, and just go over here, and at the fourth day you're just going to get this mark attendance. Click on it, give me a rating. So if you like my session a lot, And after that, you're going to see this second question. So it actually means if you want to join our complete course, so you can mark yes here. And if you have any suggestion for us, you can just select the suggestion here as well and submit our attendance. So that's a very easy way. And as soon as you will mark your attendance and just give it a refresh, and you will get a button here. Like after this session, you're just going to get a button here to like to get your certificate, to download your certificate. And it's very straightforward. Just mark your attendance and you're going to get a button here. That's all. Okay, here we are. And related to MongoDB, so I'm just going to give you a like quick glance of MongoDB here, and hopefully we can have a change in plan and we can just start using MongoDB here. Okay, okay, let's just do MongoDB. So like, how many of you want me to add MongoDB in this session? Just raise your hand. So like, if I will get like enough responses, I will just add MongoDB to this session. And previously we were planning to use the file system. So if I will get like yes, like almost a very excited. Okay. So you people want MongoDB. So okay, let's start the MongoDB. Yeah, I think I'm getting the proper response. Please respond. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think most of you want MongoDB, so let's just add MongoDB. So now we are having a sudden change in plan. So like, it's an unplanned trip, so we are going to learn MongoDB. Okay, so buckle yourself because we are going to learn about something called MongoDB. So okay, so let's start with the MongoDB. Like, what is this MongoDB thing is? So MongoDB is a database. So what is a database, by the way? So database is just a place where you can store the data. Data is like any kind of piece of information, like your age, your name, your email address, any kind of stuff that you can store somewhere is a database. So database is just a place where you can basically save your data, and also you can find your data. You can get your data as quick as possible. So like, database must have these two things. You can basically save your data there. You should get your data as quick as possible, and also you should be able to find a specific data from that database. So these kind of stuff, like these kind of software or any kind of platform, is called a database. And MongoDB is a database, and it's a kind of NoSQL database. NoSQL database. So like, we have two types of database, SQL and NoSQL. For like, if you want to know more about SQL, so we have Postgres, MySQL, and SQLite, etc., etc. So these are the examples of SQL database. And the examples of NoSQL database is like Firebase, and then we have MongoDB, then we have CouchDB, and etc., etc. Like, we have so many of NoSQL database, so many of SQL database. Both of them have their own advantages and disadvantages. But NoSQL database are like the latest trend, because they provide more features and more way, like they have some extra stuff that SQL databases doesn't have. So that's why we switched over to NoSQL database. Previously, all the databases were of type SQL, but nowadays all the new databases are basically NoSQL. So MongoDB is an example of NoSQL database, and it's very popular. Most of the big giants use MongoDB. So how you can basically use this database in my node application, in my server, because I also want to save some information, like yesterday we were saving information related to the movies and all. So today we just going to use the MongoDB to save our database. So how you can like set up your MongoDB? So just Google MongoDB. Yeah, so just Google MongoDB, and you're going to open this website. So first step is to sign in here. Okay, so by the way, you can use MongoDB in multiple ways, but it's the simplest way and it's the most effective way. And you're, at the end of the day, you're also going to use this way, because MongoDB is providing 5 GB of free storage for you. So that's why at the end of the day, you're also going to use this one. So you can use like Google or GitHub or your email address to sign in. I'm just going to use GitHub for now. And like, I think I have we are unable to log in, so I have to sign up. So I'm just going to sign up with my GitHub. I'm just creating a new account from very scratch. I think they are not able to verify my GitHub account for no reason. So let me just log in with Google. Like, Google is going to work fine. So I'm just going to use any of my Google account. He is my brother, she is my sister, this is me, this is me, this is me. So now you know my email addresses. Don't spam me, please. Now, as soon as you will log in, and you're not going to see the same screen that I'm going to see here, because I have already created the account in some of the databases. But I'm just going to tell you how basically you can create your own database. So for that, just go over here. Yeah. So what screen you're going to see? So I'm just going to tell you that. So as soon as you will log in, so it's gonna take a little time. Okay. MongoDB is open source. Yeah, I think it is. You can download MongoDB. By the way, MongoDB is not open source, I think. Let's just see. I haven't looked for MongoDB GitHub. Okay, I think, yep, it's open source. You can basically find the MongoDB and you can pull it and you can basically edit it. Yeah, so MongoDB is open source. Yeah. Do we you cannot add by the way, you can add a movie, but we have better ways to add a movie. Yeah, so don't add your movies into your database. We have better ways to do it. By the way, you can, obviously you can. Yeah, and obviously we are going to cover the CRUD operations with the MongoDB. I think, yeah. So this is the first screen that you're going to see. So you have to name your project. That after, as soon as you will log in here, you're going to see this screen. So let me name this project as Node Essential. Okay, ESS. Next, and you have to select the owner. So by don't change it. It's keep it default. So I'm going to be the owner for this project, and create your project. And wait for a minute. Okay, so now your project is created. Now you can basically create your first database. Okay, so build your database, and you're going to see, like, if you want to pay for your storage, you can, obviously, but we are going to use this free one. So in free, basically you don't have to like add any credit card and all. You can start using MongoDB for free. So just create the free one. In the paid one, you're just going to have some extra advantages, like it's going to be little faster, and like it's gonna have more space and all. By the way, it's not our concern, because if you will get placed into any company, they are just going to provide you all the credentials and all, so it's not our headache. So for we are just going to, like, free is like completely fine for you, for me also, by the way. So here you can choose AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure. So I'm just going to choose AWS, and choose a server location. Basically you have to select the place where you want to save your database, and according to the new Indian IT policy, you have to save your database in India only. So that's why don't choose any other location than India. Always choose any so they will provide all the location where they are going to store your data. So always choose like Mumbai or something like that. So we have Mumbai here, so I'm just going to save my database to the Mumbai. And by the way, if you just forgot like some of any steps in between, you can just revisit the video. It's very easy, by the way, like it's click 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 and all. So now here you have to provide a username or the password. So you have to remember this username and password, because this username and password are going to become the key to access your database. So for the username, I'm just going to type Sanjay, and for the password, I'm just going to use the very strong password 1234. Okay, let me just see it, 1234. That's all, and just create a user. Okay, the step is done. You can add as much as user you want, and these users will be able to access your database. So don't add a user that you don't want, like just create a single user for now, and that's all. And by the way, at the if you, after adding a user base, just scroll down, and you have to add your current IP address. So it's extra layer of security. It's an extra level of security MongoDB is providing. So your database can only be accessed by your own IP address. So afterwards, you're going to change it. But for now, just add your own IP address here, and finish and close. Okay, that's all. So our database is created. Congratulations. Okay, done. Now you have created your database. Now basically you can connect this database to your Node application. Yeah. So what we are going to do, it is my application that I have created, and I just want to connect my application to my database. And it's very straightforward. For that, you have to install one thing in your application that will make this process easy for you. Okay, so we have an application module called Mongoose. So just look for Mongoose npm. So remember, yesterday I told you that we have packages for everything. So we have a package called Mongoose. So it will help us to like connect with our database, to do all sorts of stuff with our database. So like if you just look for any kind of module, like we have modules to generate PDF, to compress photos, to like modify photos. You can basically like do any sort of stuff. Like we have like millions of modules here. So just install this module. So just copy this command. Yep, and the command is rather very straightforward. Just type npm I or install and I, both are same thing, and Mongoose, and just press enter and wait for a while. Like it's going to install, it's just going to get installed here, and that's all. So and you're going to get, and like now let me just come back like until it's installing here. Yeah, it's getting installed here. Let me just go, okay, I think it's already installed. In your database you will see something like this connect. Click on this connect. Okay, and after that choose this connect your application. So we are creating our application and I want to connect my application with my database. Connect your application and they will give you a string. So this is our string which will, and we are just copy this string, and that's all. You can now close this one, and now we are good to go. So inside your application, you now I'm just going to import Mongoose require Mongoose. That's all. Okay, and after that you have to basically, now I'm just going to create a server from the very scratch. Okay, express like GitHub is going to do everything for you. Dot connect, and that's all. Okay, so Mongoose dot connect, that's all. And I'm just going to explain all the commands. Like I have executed done this thing a lot of time. So I'm just going to copy paste. अरे जल्दी हो जा भाई, एक ही बार में पूरा लिखवा दे. Like I'm feeling a little lazy and I have paid like a lot of money for this Copilot, so I'm just going to use it as much as I can. Okay, yep, now it's like अब तो बोर कर रहा है यार Tom. That's all. So by the way, we have created our server, and by default it my Copilot named my server as app. Generally I also name my server as an app. So let me just do app.listen instead of server.listen. I'm just, and let me start my server at port 4000, and server is running on my port 1000. By the way, that's all. So require your Mongoose. Yep, require a Mongoose, and let me just use app.use and express. Yeah, we will require that middleware. So that's fine. Okay, so just pass here mongoose.connect, and inside this you have to basically pass that exact same string. Okay, here you have to pass mongoose.connect, and it's a function. Inside the first parameter you have to pass the string that you got from here. Just when you click here connect your application, copy this string and paste it here, and you can see there is a password written here. Yeah, password, and it's the username and it's the password. So remember that I told you that you have to remember that username and password. So it's my username and I have to put my password, and the password is 1234. By the way, don't use my database, like you can create your own 1234, and that's all. After that basically you can do like mongoose dot on connection okay. So it's a function that will basically get executed. So this is not like important. You basically can skip it. Okay, it's not important. You can basically skip it. By the way, what is the purpose of this thing? And I'm just going to explain what is this new URL parser. By the way, we have to put some parameters here as a second parameter, and like I think we have to pass two parameters, and I'm also not able to recall the second one. By the way, why we basically pass it, I will let you know. So this is a function which will get executed as soon as we are connected to our database. So let me just start my server one more time. So npm run dev and enter. So okay, wait for a minute. So server is started on the 4000 and we are getting connected to MongoDB. So now we are connected to MongoDB, and let me just go through this whole code one more time. So like everything is same, nothing is different, only we have added these two lines of code. The first line is mongoose.connect. In the first parameter, pass the string that you got from your MongoDB, and here you have to mention your password. And in the second parameter, you have to pass an object. Yeah, object. And inside this object, you have to pass some values like new, URL, password, true. So by the way, these values are fixed. You don't have to change it. I think we have one more here. So like why we pass these kind of stuff. So basically the thing is MongoDB have various versions. So on the each version, we have separate sets of feature. So that is because of that we have to pass this parameter here. So it will specify that we just want to use these features and etc etc. So like it's fixed. You are just always going to pass this. So I can just show it to my in my real world project as well. So let me show you my like this string is fixed. So like this is the project that I am currently working on. So if we'll just open this, I have just also passed this use this in an exact way. So like I teach everything what I do in my real life. So like I was just working on this project before the class. So let me just show it to you. Where's the database? Yeah. So like mongoose.connect, and this is the string. So I can basically connect my database to this one. So that's all. Yeah. And I think I have to pass this one as well. So this is the second thing. By the way, it's not necessary. The first one is obviously very necessary, and the second one is as well. So like this is the project, and this is the thing that I do personally. So everything that I'm going to teach you is everything that I do personally. Okay, here we are. That's all. So we are connected to our database, and if I will just skip this as well, it's just going to get connected. So but after that I just won't be able to use the features that I want to use. Okay, here we are, and let me just open my terminal. Okay, so we are connected to our database, and that's all. Now we can basically start using some extra stuff. So I'm just going to give you a quick recap, and after that we are going to perform that exact CRUD operation using MongoDB. Yeah, using MongoDB. So like just install the Express, install Mongoose, and after that just create a server. It's a middleware. So let me just put a comment here. Middleware middleware to parse the JSON. Okay, parse body. Okay, that's all. So it's a comment. So like I'm just going to share this code so that you can basically know what we are doing here. That's all. And after that, I'm just connected my server, and this is string say mongoose.connection.on connected. So like it's a function, by the way. It's a function, and it's just going to get executed as soon as your MongoDB is connected. So you can skip this. Yeah, you don't have to pass this, by the way, but you can just copy and paste this stuff here so that you can check if your MongoDB is connected properly or not. So let me just quit this. I think my terminal is crashed again. So let me just start my terminal. Until then, I have to add the git ignore file here. So let me just add node modules in a save. Okay. So like inside this get ignore, I have added the node modules because I don't want to push this node modules. You can basically get this node modules just by executing a command npm. I'll tell you how you can do that. Okay, I think it is crashed again. So I think I have to restart my VS Code one more time. So this is my server. Let's just open this. I'm just going to close this and let me open my terminal one more time. Till then, let me just go through the chat. Tell the process.env. Suraj, I'm just going to cover as much as I can. Yeah. This username password can be shared with the client MongoDB. Yeah, you can share it, but don't share it with the people that you don't trust. For the today, we are going to take the class till 7:30 because we have a change in plan. Yeah, Om Prakash, the thing is, we have like viewers for like of all kinds. So that's why I'll have a little bit of Hindi here and there as well. थोड़ी थोड़ी हिंदी में बोलता रहूंगा तो उसकी टेंशन मत लो. Can you give me a topic? Yeah, I will do. Okay. Do we able to add images to the database? Yeah, you can add images to your database, But the thing is, we have a better way to add or save your images in your database. Yeah, so don't save that in the MongoDB. Yep. So my terminal is working again. npm run dev. I need to have a new laptop by the way. So I'm just going to purchase a new one in this sale. We are like having a sale. By the way, I have a coupon code for if you just want to get enrolled in our full stack. Okay, so we are connected to our database. Now we have to do first, we are going to save something into our database, obviously. So how basically you can save something? So for that, let me just give you a quick glance how NoSQL database actually look like. So for that, let me just create a new file here, and demo.demo, and let me just open this. I'm just opening this file so I can draw here. So NoSQL database have something called collection. Okay, collection, and each collection have multiple documents. Okay, so these documents are your actual data. So you can have multiple collections, and each collections can have multiple documents. So suppose take an example where you want to create a database for a social networking site like Facebook. So I will have a connection of a collection, yeah, collection of users, and this user collection going to have documents, yeah, documents of multiple user. So it will have a document for me, for you, and each document gonna have the detail like email, password, photo, etc., etc. I can also have one more collection of post. So post can have multiple collection again. So photo, time of update, upload, caption, likes and dislikes. So multiple. I can have one more collection like messages, and these messages are just going to contain documents of the messages. So what is the message? Like what kind of message, etc., etc. So first we need to create a collection. Okay, and also we need to specify in a collection that what kind of data you are going to store inside this collection. Okay, so let's suppose I just want to create a collection called users. Okay, and in users I will specify that what kind of information I'm just going to save here. So in users I will save like email address, password, and a photo. So I have to specify these three things before. Okay, and that's all. And now I can use it. I can now use that collection to save, to get, and to like do all sort of stuff. So let me just create a collection for you. So for that, let me just create a collection for you. Collection. Let's just create a collection movies. Okay, so I'm just going to create const movie schema. Okay, yeah, basically we call this schema, and you have to do here new mongoose schema. And what is this schema? I will just tell you. And after that we are going to create the movie collection, or we say it movie model. Okay, model, we say basically collection as a model, and here we have created our collection successfully. Okay, very easy, very easy, just these two lines of code. And I'm just going to explain what we have done here. So basically we are creating a collection in this second line. Okay, so we also call your collection as a model, by the way. So model or collection are same thing for now. They have little bit of difference, I will tell you afterwards. So just do mongoose dot model. It's a function. Inside this inside this function, the first parameter is the name for your collection. So the name for my collection is movies, and in the second parameter you have to pass a schema. And what is a schema? Remember that recently that I have told you, whenever you're just going to create a collection, basically you have to name your collection, and you also have to tell like what kind of data you are going to save. So I will repeat myself in Hindi, okay, for all those guys who are like comfortable with Hindi. Like this model, ये मॉडल और कलेक्शन ऑलमोस्ट सेम चीज है. तो ये सेकंड जो है ना, यहाँ पे मैंने अपना कलेक्शन क्रिएट किया एक्चुअली. सो लाइक mongoose डॉट मॉडल, ये एक फंक्शन है. फर्स्ट में अपन कलेक्शन का नाम पास करते हैं. लाइक रिमेंबर मैंने अभी बोला था कि कलेक्शन जब क्रिएट करोगे तो उसमें एक नाम होता है, और एक और चीज होती है कि अपन उसे बताते हैं कि अपन क्या क्या सेव करेंगे. तो ये सेकंड चीज वो है. तो हाउ बेसिकली यू कैन टेल कि व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू सेव. So for that, you have to create a schema. So schema is basically a set of rules. Set of rules that what kind of data can be saved. Yeah, that defines the structure of the document. Okay, that defines the structure of the data that you're going to save. So it's very easy to create a rule. So just do new mongoose.schema, and it's again a function, and inside this function you have to pass an object, and inside this object we are going to define our rules. So the rule could be like, I'm just going to have a property like a value name here. Name will be of type string. Okay, so movies are going to have a name, and the type of that, like the value, is going to be string. And it's also going to have a year, like release year, and the release year going to be type of number. And it could also have something like a rating, and rating is also will be of number. And you can, that's all. So that's all for now. So I have defined a structure here, like I'm just going to use this structure, and after that just create a structure and pass it here. Okay, and that's all. Now we are good to go. Now we can use MongoDB. Now we can save stuff, we can retrieve stuff. So we are just create, and by the way, you can create as much as collection you want. So after that, I'm just going to create one more collection. So for that, let me just do one thing. Okay, let's just create a one endpoint, and user is going to send a movie, and we are going to save that movie into our database. So for that, app dot post, yeah, post is the method, and the path is going to be movies movies, and the second parameter is the function that is going to get executed. So request and the response, and after that we are going to get the body from equals to request.body. So like request.body, we are going to get the data that the user have passed inside this body. So I'm just like saving it in another variable. So like we have a better way to do this. You can just do like this. So it's a ES6, the latest way of writing your code in JavaScript. But for now, I'm just going to stick with the older version, because I don't know how many of you are comfortable with the latest version of JavaScript. And after that, now we are going to save the movie. So for that, it's very easy. Just use this movie. Yeah, so remember, we have a variable here, movie model. So by using this model, we can basically save any movie, we can get any movie, and we can delete any movie, we can update any movie. You can do all sort of stuff on the movie collection. If you want to do any kind of stuff on the movie collection, just use this movie model. So if you just want to create anything, so I'm just going to do movie model. Okay, movie model dot create, and just pass the thing that you want to save. So what I want to save, body here, like whatever the user has passed, and that's all. Okay, that's all. And now I'm just going to send a response, like response dot status as 201. Yeah, so we send a status 201 whenever we like save something into our database. So like if user have sent something to us, we basically send the status code 200, and after that response.send, and I'm just going to send a message like movie created. Okay, and you can also just add here like body dot name. Now that's done. Okay, so let's just try this if it's working fine or not. So I'm just going to open my Thunder client here, and let me just send a new request. So the request is going to be my IP address is like localhost 4000. The route is movies, method is post, and this is the body, and we have to pass the movie name, rating, and the year, and let's send this. So yeah, movie is created, and the movie name is Spider-Man. Now you can open your database here. Okay, if you want to see what sorts of data your database have. So remember this panel, like we have opened this panel. Remember, open this panel, and you can see browse collection here. So if you just click on this browse collection, you can see all the collection that you have. So browse collection. Okay, click on this, and like my network is little slow today. Yeah, so forgive me. And now see, we have a collection here, movies. See, we have a movies collection here, and just click on this and see the Spider-Man is saved here. So Spider-Man, the rating and whatever. So let me just save some more movies. Like let's just save Thor here. So Thor, the year is 2022, and let's just go with 8.9. Let's just save some like Inception. Okay, I'm just saving as much as movie I can. Inception, and I don't know the year. I think it's 2010, isn't it? The rating is like 10. For the Inception rating is 10. Okay, and Dark Knight Rises, how we can forget NIGST, the Dark Knight. And again, I think it was 2007, and the rating is 10 for me, by the way. Just open this and just give it a refresh here, and a refresh, and see. So 4 movies are here. So Thor, Spider-Man, Inception, the Dark Knight. Okay, and now inside, like we are saving something to our database using our application, and so it's basically a kind of network. So here is my server. Yeah, here is, we have our server. Then we have a client. The client could be any user, by the way. User, it's my server and it's our database. So like this user send like, please save this information for me, and we are saving this into our database. Okay, and now what we are going to do, I'm just going to add one more endpoint here, app.get. Okay, the endpoint is going to be same for now, like movies, and the function that we are going to execute is the second one, like, and the parameters are like request comma response, and how to get the data from your movies, so like from your database. So remember this movie model, so just copy this thing here and paste it, and just do movie model dot find. That's all. So it's going to find all the movies inside this, like all the data which is present inside the movie collection. So this movie model is just going to be our like key to handle this connection. Okay, so that's why we are going to like use this movie model to, like, if you want to save something into this movie collection, if you want to update something, if you want to delete, or if you want to find. Okay, and what I'm going to do here, like I'm just going to save everything, like all the movies inside some variable. So this function is actually going to find all the data present inside this collection, and it's just going to give us as a response. So I'm just going to create a variable like movies equals to, that's all, and I'm just going to send it. So for the response, I'm just going to set the response status to 200, and let's just send the movies. For that, I'm just going to send a response here, movies fetched, and the data is the movies. That's all. But there is one more thing that we have to do. Basically, this operation is asynchronous. Yeah, it's not synchronous, it's asynchronous. So if you don't know about asynchronous, I'm just going to give you a quick recap, like in a very brief. So the JavaScript is basically synchronous in nature. What is synchronous? That until and unless this line of code is not completed, we are not going to move, like we cannot like move to the next line. Yeah, but in this case, this movies.find is a function that can take a lot of time, or it is just going to take an undefined amount of time. Why? Because we are getting the movies from the database which is in Mumbai. So that's why it can take a lot of time. So what we have to do, we have to wait we have to wait until and unless this piece of code is not completed. Yeah, so just type await here. So like we have some kind of functions for which we have to wait first of all. Yeah, and there's one more thing. Whenever you are going to use this await keyword, you have to type async here as well. Async here at the very top, you have to type async here at the beginning of your function. That's all. Okay, that's all, and that's more than enough for you to know about the asynchronous operation for now. And now we have like created our second endpoint as well. So let me just try this one also. So let's just go over here, and I'm just going to open my another client. I'm just going to create a new request here, and my IP address is just going to be same. The method is get, and let's see if we are getting the movies. Send. Yeah, oh yeah, so we are getting all the movies that were present on database. By using my own server, I am basically fetching the movie, I am saving the movie, and basically you can do all sort of stuff here. And let me just add one more stuff here by which you can basically delete the movie. Okay, by which you can basically delete the movie. For that, what we are going to add one more endpoint. So delete app.delete. Yeah, so it's a method. Like we have, like, remember, we have all sorts of method here. So get, if the user want to get some information, they will use the method get. If they like, it's not necessary, like you can basically send a data by using delete method as well. Yeah, I'm just going to show you an example. So if I'll just go here and if I just do delete here as well, and it's just going to work fine. Instead of get, just do delete, and we are getting our movies with the delete method. But there is a convention that we have to follow, like always send and sorts of information by using get. Okay, and before like moving to the delete and the update part, let me just go through the chat. Let's see if you are having a lot. Yeah, the spelling of night is not. Yeah, I'm just going to repeat everything because I know it's the first time using MongoDB or like any sort of database for the first time. Okay, okay. Rahul. Yeah. So like Hindi में पढ़ाओ सर ज़्यादा समझ आ रहा है. Yeah, obviously like I also want to teach you in Hindi, but don't worry, like we are planning to have all Hindi sessions. Yeah, we are planning to have all Hindi sessions, so don't worry about that. Because in these essentials we have all sorts of viewers, like so that's why. Yeah, but I'm just going to explain the I'm just going to give you a recap in Hindi. So if it's good for now. What happens if movie collection is already exists? It's just going to override that. Okay, so it's not a problem. MongoDB is just going to handle it for you. So don't worry about that. Final year के लिए project topic suggest me for the final year. So you can just create a like something like a traveling website, so people can book all sort of uh, like trips and all. So it's gonna be a good idea. And you can create a social networking site, but it's little cliche. So let's just try. You can just create a music player, isn't it? Create a music player using React, or like, first of all, just do let me know what kind of technology you're going to use to create your project, and accordingly I can suggest you an idea. Yeah, we are going to have all Hindi session soon, so stay tuned for that. So you have to subscribe this channel. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick recap, like what we have done till now. So here, so first thing, after getting connected to your database, you have to create a model or a collection. So in this line, I am creating a collection. Okay, I am creating a collection. To create a collection, just execute this command: mongoose.model, and in the first parameter pass the name of the collection, and in the second you have to pass the rules, like what sorts of rule you are going to follow to save something. Yeah, let me just create one more collection for you. First I will just have a recap, and after that I will just create one more collection. And what sort of rules that you want to follow, you can mention here. So you have to create a set of rule. So create a set of rule. So here, first create a set of rule. For that, just execute the command new mongoose dot schema, and inside this you have to pass a function. Okay, inside this pass a object, basically just pass a object here, and inside this object just name the values that you want to save. So the value I want to save is name, year, and rating, and also tell what kind of value it's going to be. So name will be of string type, year is going to be of number type, rating is just going to be of number type. So we have all sorts of type here. So we generally use these two types. We have boolean and references and all sorts of stuff, and that's all. And as soon as you have like passed this rule set here, this function is just going to return your model. And using this model, you can basically add something to movies collection, get something from the movie collection, or you can delete something inside this movie collection, and also you can update something inside this movie collection. So all the CRUD operation you can perform on the movie collection using this model. So let me just create one more schema for you. So let's just create collection to save stars, or let's say what we can save. Uh, 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 let's just save users, okay? Users, and users model, okay, equals to mongoose dot model, mongoose dot model. Basically you can just directly rule set here, okay? Mongoose dot model users. Okay, so here we have created the user model. Okay, the user model. I haven't passed any rule set here for now. Basically you have to pass a rule set here, don't forget to do that. So for now I'm not passing any rule set. So let me just create one more endpoint, app dot post. Okay, app dot post, and let me just add a post like user. Okay, and this is the function which will get execute, and inside this we will have request and the response, and we are going to get the body from request dot body. And after that what you have to do, just save this thing. For that we are going to use this model. So if you want to save anything inside this user collection, we have to use this model. So just do user model dot create, okay, dot create, and pass the body here, body create the body, and after that I'm just going to send a back a response. So status of 201 and response dot send user created. Okay, and let's just try that if it's working. So let me just open my Thunder client, and I'm just going to create a new request here. Okay, open the Thunder client, new request, and let me just copy the URL here, and the endpoint is user, I think, isn't it? User, it's users. Okay, users method is post. Let me send what you say, let's just send an email here. Email is like abc@gmail.com, and also let's save our name here. Name is going to be like Sanjay, and let's also save a password. Let's say 1234, 1234. That's all, and just send it, and the user is created. So let me just open my database here, and you can just give it a quick refresh, and let's see if the user model is created. So see here, users, we are having nothing. Okay, nothing is saved. Why? Because we haven't passed the schema here. So it's like a schema is empty. So we like not telling us like what sort of information that you want to save. So that's why we have to create a schema. So we are also going to create a schema here. Const user schema, and let's just create a new schema. So for the new schema, what I want to have, I want to save email. Email is of type string, then we have password of a string, and also we are going to have a name of string. And I'm just going to copy, and let's just paste this set of rules here, and that's all. Now if I just do the same request one more time and go over here for your database, just give it a refresh. Now it's going to save your data. So see, our data is saved here. Let me just delete this one. By the way, if you will see closely here, so like let me just get all the movies. So this was one to get the movies. So see, we are getting the name of the movie, year, and the rating, but we are also getting something called ID here. So this ID is automatically saved by the MongoDB just to uniquely identify each of the object. So this ID is automatically created. So you can basically use this ID to find the document, to delete the document, and you can do all sort of stuff, by the way, with this. So now we are also using saving the users. Yep. Okay, that's all. So this you can basically use it as a sign up for now. Now let me just add one more endpoint to delete something. Yeah. So delete the movies. For that, I'm just going to add a endpoint delete, and let me just add movies here. MOVIS movies. And okay, so let me just have request and the response, and what we are going to get the body from the request.body, and inside this body the user have to pass, like basically user have to pass the condition. Okay, for that let me just go here. First of all, let me just go over here. So inside this get also you can pass the body. Inside this get also you can pass the body. So let me just pass a body here. Let's say suppose if I will just send this thing, yeah, if I will send the blank, yeah, so we are getting all the movies. Yeah, all the movies, we are getting all the movies. But suppose user don't want to get all the movies, so you basically they can pass the condition inside the body. So suppose if I just want to get the movie which name is Thor. Okay, okay, Thor. So they will basically provide the details here inside this body for now, and they will send it. So we are just going to get this detail, and we are only going to find the movie whose name is Thor, and it's very easy to do with MongoDB. Yeah, it's very easy to do. So what I'm saying actually, कभी कभी ऐसा हो सकता है ना कि पूरी मूवीज नहीं चाहिए, सिर्फ एक मूवी चाहिए, या फिर कुछ ऐसा चाहिए जहां पे सारी मूवीज जिनकी ईयर ऑफ रिलीज 2022. सो व्हाट वी कैन डू इन दैट केस, सो यूजर जो होगा वो बॉडी में भेज देगा कंडीशन, and we will just get the conditions from the body here. So const body and request.body. Okay, and now you can pass the condition here inside this find. Okay, so remember this find movies model.find, so it will basically give you all the movies. But if you will pass an object here, so suppose if I will just pass a name, okay, name is Thor, so now it will only give me the movie whose name is Thor. Okay, so I'm just doing this hard coded here. Okay, so if you will just pass anything inside this find method of object here, basically this inside this find, it's just going to give just going to find all the documents which have the name property as Thor. So I just check if it's working here. So see, we are getting a single movie instead of getting all. If you just find nothing here, if you will just pass nothing here, it is going to give you everything. Wait a second. Okay, so we are getting everything, and you can pass a object here. So remember, this request.body is also object. So you can pass this request.body directly here. So now basically they can send a kind of request, and they can basically get the movie they want. So suppose if I will just pass Thor here, so I'm just going to get the only Thor. If I will just pass nothing inside this body, I'm just going to get all the movies. If I will just pass like year as 2022, and if I just send, so I'm just getting all the movies whose year is 2022. And if I will just pass the year 2022 and the rating as 8, so I'm just going to get the movies whose year is 2022 and the rating is 8. Let's see. Yep, it's working. So like we are also like adding a new feature in which you can basically find anything. Okay, that's all. So that is the extra layer of stuff that we are adding. And to delete something, there is a function. We say movie model dot delete. Okay, so the function is basically let me just I think it's little lagging. Okay, movie model dot find one, okay, and delete. Find one and delete. Okay, so it's a function, and you have to basically pass the thing that you want to delete. So basically you can pass something like that, delete the stuff which have the ID of this or something like that. Okay, so we have multiple ways to delete the document. For now I'm just going to use find one and delete. Okay, like we have find many and delete and also. So let's just try this one if it's working. So let's just go over here and here only. Okay, and let's just try to delete the Spider-Man. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it here, and I'm just going to change the method to delete. and let us save it. So movie is deleted, and I'm just going to change the method to get, and I'm just going to remove everything. Okay, I think find await लगाना भूल गया मैं, एक second. Movies. Okay, we will use a different function. Okay, I think I forgot to too. By the way, deleting is also not going to be instant. Okay, deleting is not going to be instant. So what we are going to do actually, let me just repeat this statement. Instead of doing find one and delete, let me just use find one, find by id. थोड़ा सा lag हो रहा है ना. Find by id and delete. Okay, find by id and delete, and here you have to pass the id of the document, this id. Yeah, this id, you have to pass the id of the document, and the document will get deleted. But the thing is, it's going to take a little time, so I'm just going to put await here, because it's not going to be instant, it's just going to take a little time. And if you're using await here, you have to put async here as well. So I'm just going to put async here, async, and just give it a save. Okay, and inside this body I will just send the id. Okay, the id of the thing that I want to delete. So the person have to basically pass the id of the thing that you want to delete. So I'm just going to I just want to delete this Spider-Man, so I will just pass this id as id here, and the colon, and I will just pass this id and just change the method to delete and send it. So now the movie is deleted, and now let me just switch back to the get, and let's just see. So see, Spider-Man is deleted, Spider-Man is no more here. By the way, we can add it again. So let me just add the Spider-Man one more time, because we only had 3 movies, so obviously let's just add the Spider-Man one more time. So the movie is created Spider-Man. Okay, so now you can also use it to update. So updating is by the way same. So like app.put. Okay, let me just use a patch. So we use patch to basically update something. So if you want to update something, just use patch method, MOVIE, and this. Okay, and we are going to write the update function here. Okay, we are going to write the update function here. And before that, let me just open and let's see where we are. Oh yeah, I'm just going to repeat, no worries. बहुत कुछ है, यहाँ से शुरू करते हैं. Okay, certificate, you will get the certificate as soon as this session ends. Yeah, Vaibhav, you can create all sorts of stuff. Like it's not related like what kind of stuff you want to create. You can create any sort of stuff. It's just a database. Yeah, it's not limited by what you say, your imagination. You can basically save anything. Sir, 3 year के लिए कोई ऐसा सा प्रोजेक्ट बता दो. For 3 year, if you like, first of all, just Rahul, just tell me what technology you're going to use. Like you're going to work with React or basic HTML, JavaScript, or you're going to use Python for the ML or something like that. Accordingly, I can suggest you a project. Yeah. By the way, create a video chatting app. Yeah. Something like for the, what do you say, video recording and all, something like that. I'm just going to use Flipkart. Product schema banao. A product schema, yeah, I will just create a product schema. Okay. Yeah, we can use it. Sir, can we get all the files in the description? I will just put everything on the GitHub, and I will just share the GitHub link. Suraj, like it's going to be like real tough to add this example here because we are already out of time. Yeah, so that's why we added MongoDB here, and it's already like it was not planned. That's why. How the user can done the CRUD operation. So see, user is basically creating some stuff. So here we are posting some stuff. Yeah, we are adding something into our database. Now after that you can delete, get everything. So this is a read. So yeah, we are reading something, and you can also delete something. Let me just delete this one, just pass the ID here. The only thing is left, the update. So movie is deleted, and let me just remove this for now and get, so the movie is deleted. We added Spider-Man 2 times. Okay. HTML, JavaScript. Okay, so in that case, you can just create a real-time chat application. By the way, जितना easy लग रहा है उतना easy है नहीं, बहुत कठिन होता है. Yeah, I will do like अभी दे दूंगा. Suraj, look, user is not going to see the ID. So what actually we have a backend. So this is the backend. Then we have the front end. So the front end guy, we have the full stack program in LetsUpgrade. So the backend and the front end are the two different things. So the front end guy knows about the ID. And by the way, if you're not comfortable with the ID, okay, just create a separate function here. So I'm just going to create a, you just find, let me just remove this one and just do await model, and here just pass delete many. So basically it's just going to delete everything that is available here. So like we have multiple ways, but it's the most general way, like find by ID and delete. Like you can delete many, you can find anything and you can delete. So we have multiple ways. So like I'm not covering all the ways to delete here. So I'm just covering the most it's the industry way. Like generally we use this one only. That's why I just covered this one here. Okay. I hope you got it. So by the way, what I was about to tell you, let me just have an announcement for all the winners. So for the yesterday's session, like here we have our winners. So Sai Tharun got like 500 rupees of Amazon coupon yesterday for the yesterday's quiz, and then we have Nimesh who have received 150 LU coins and 100 LU coins for the 9. So congratulations to all of you, and like you can just use your money. And by the way, you can use these LU coins to win some exciting stuff from the LetsUpgrade, our platform. And I have an announcement, like first of all, we are starting our new batches from 24th September. So if you want to, like, if you're curious enough, if you want to know the answers for everything, if you want to know everything from very scratch to the very advanced, just get enrolled into our course. And to be honest, one day I just found something that somebody was saying that the pricing is too high. Like, trust me, I have paid lakhs of rupees to learn this all, and the LetsUpgrade is providing all this stuff is like under 40,000. And also I have a coupon code for you. So it's like whenever I see this, like I feel like काश पहले होता LetsUpgrade तो मैं यहीं से सीखता, क्योंकि बहुत ज्यादा पैसे दिए मैंने. So like it's not too much, by the way. You can compare the pricing with other platforms as well. Like you will find this, it's super cheap. And also, if you don't want to join the complete course, we have like 2 months of workshop for you. So if you know little bit of all the stuff, so you can join our workshop. So in workshop is workshop is only of 500 rupees. So we are organizing a workshop which is of only 500 rupees. In this workshop, we will tell you everything about GitHub, SEO, database, JavaScript, advanced Excel, deploying how you can deploy your application, Google Data Studio, and you're going to create your top-notch resume. So like these all stuff just for 500. And I have a coupon code for this as well. So like if you don't want to join our full course, and you just want to give it a try, just join our workshop, and and it's just going to be a lot of fun. Just join it, and you will find me there as well. I'm just going to cover the advanced JavaScript there. So if you want to see me again, you can join it, and you can just use the coupon code for FTRDEV20, and you're just going to get 100 rupees of cashback instant. Okay, like it's just going to get, you're just going to get a discount here. So our workshop is starting, and it's just going to be of 2 months, Saturday Sunday each. So you're going to have like 8 workshops. So I hope I will see you here in the JavaScript one. Yep. So that was the announcement. So like if you're not into that full stack, you can just give it a try, have a workshop. And by the way, these all concepts are like, we are going to cover everything with the advanced. Yeah. So everything is going to be very advanced here. So I hope I will see you there. So like yeah, yep. If you're a quiz winner, obviously it's going to be free for you because you're going to get 500 rupees of Amazon coupon. So it's going to be free for you. Yeah, it's going to be free for you. I think my screen is freezed. So let me just close my screen. Yep. So my screen is freezed. I don't know why it happens. Okay, no worries. Okay, please share the GitHub. Yeah, I will. Let me just deploy it first of all. So that so let me just commit movies and a commit, save all commit. Let me just save everything, and I'm just going to share the GitHub repo. And please, I'm just going to remove this. Yeah, put your own URL here. Put your own URL here. I'm just going to delete that database. So put your own URL here. Don't use my database, please. It's paid. By the way, let's just complete this last one. So what we are going to do? We are just going to get the body from request.body, and inside the body, I'm just going to get the ID. Okay, so body.id, and after that we have to basically find the document that we want to update. So for that, like till now you understood, like ab to samajh hi aa gaya hoga. Find by ID and update is the function that we use to update anything. Find by ID and the update. Inside the first parameter, just pass the ID. Like we have multiple ways to update the document. Like we have find one and update, find update many, and a lot of stuff. So for now, in the first parameter, just pass the ID, and in the second parameter, pass whatever you want to update. So here I'm just going to pass the body, and it's going to take a little bit of time. And so for that, I'm just going to put await here. And if you're using await, you have to use async here. I'm just going to put async here, and let's just send a response, like response.status 200. And this I'm just going to send a message here, message movie updated, and that's all. So like we have created the patch method as well. So let's just try to update any movie here. So let's just update this Thor, and let's just change its rating to 7 because it was not a good movie. So I'm just going to patch. So first we have to provide ID here. So this all stuff is going to done by the front end person. Yeah, it's not our headache. ये सब front end वाला करेगा, अपने लिए कोई सरदर्द नहीं है ये front end वाला करेगा. And the 7 and send. I think I just forgot to save everything. Patch. Yeah, it's a patch. Okay, it's movies, not movie. Sorry, it was movies. यहाँ पे movies. Send. And I think request is not defined. Yeah, I just forgot to put request and response here. Request and the response here. Request and response here. Okay, now it's gonna work. Send. Okay, movie is updated. Now let's just move to the get, and let's just see if the Thor is updated. Send. Okay, so the rating of Thor is 7 now. Instead of like 8 now, it's 7. So I'm just going to commit this one. Added update route. Okay, commit and async. Like I'm just going to tell you how you are going to pull this code. So you are going to get a URL. So I'm just going to share you the URL, and I will tell you how you can start this project by yourself. So I think let me just look for this. This is the one, I think, and not this one. What is the URL, like where I'm pushing everything? I think it's updated route. Yeah, this is the one. So I'm just going to share you this link. Yeah, and just copy paste this link. Like you can just Google it and paste this link. Yeah, just go over here, copy it. Yeah, like if you already know how to use the git clone, just open your terminal, just type here git clone and paste it and paste it. and it's just going to copy all the code for you. Git clone, and that's all. And now you will see that our project is here. Open this project, and before doing anything, before starting your code, so you will see that you will find everything that I have done in the class. And see, this is everything that I have done in the class, exact same code. Just open your terminal and you have to execute a command first, which is called npmi. Okay, don't forget to run this command, otherwise the project won't run. npmi, so it will install all the things like express and the mongodb for you. So just copy the project, like clone the project, and just use execute this command, and it's just going to run, and that's all. After that, you can like start our project by using what do you say, npm run dev, or like directly you can do nodemon or something like that. Okay, that's all. And don't forget to install nodemon. Yeah, don't forget to install this nodemon, it's very important. Otherwise you can just use npm start command to start our code. So I'm just going to wait for a while. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Okay, JWT is a way of authorization. Yeah, authorization के लिए use होता है. Okay, okay, Pavan. Like you have to start doing this stuff. Front end is the UI stuff that you see, and the back end is what we are doing. So जो अभी अपन कर रहे थे back end था, and whatever like this is the UI. Whatever you see here is the UI. By the way, join our workshop, and like we will cover everything for you there. Major project in full stack, just create a Zoom clone. Yeah, just create a Zoom clone. It's the most trending thing that is like after the lockdown, the most important thing people are doing is video calling. So create a Zoom clone and give it to your teacher, and they will use your Zoom clone. By the way, I have created personally video conferencing app in my college project. That's right. By the way, after this command, just like npmi, you can just start your project. Yeah, first of all, let me just close. Let me just clear my previous project. Like दो बार चल रहा है ना इधर. So let's just close this previous one and just execute the command npm start, and your project will work. Okay. So after a minute, अभी थोड़ा सा हैंग हो गया ना, लैपटॉप पुराना हो गया. अभी वो चल जाएगा, वो पहले से वो चल रहा था ना, पोर्ट एक ही रहता है. npm start. Okay, so our server is running on the port 4000 and connected to MongoDB. So I'm just going to delete this database. So put your own database there. And at the end, I would like to tell about the full stack course and the coupon code. So use this coupon code to get the discount here at the LetsUpgrade. If you're like, if you want to join the course, just go over here on the letsupgrade.in, click on the start learning tab, and you will see full stack web development and the full stack like full stack data science program. Join it. I will see you in the class, and if you want to have a little discount here, like I can only provide 10%, but I think 10% is more than enough for you. Just use the coupon code SK10 and you will get instant 10% off. And we have a workshop, so like if you don't want to join the complete course now, so just join our workshop. So we are organizing a workshop. So where's the workshop? Yeah, so like you can enroll into our workshop, and inside this workshop you will get we are just going to cover the 8 most important topics in very advanced, and it's just going to be of 60 days, and you're going to learn 8 skills, and the cost is only 500, and you can further get the discount of 100 rupees by using a coupon code FTR, like FTR dev 20% of discount. And you can thank me later, because all these discount, like I'm giving you all this discount, you can thank me once. Okay, so by the way, that's it about the Node.js essential. Like I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you got something new from this, and that's all. Then I will see you. Yeah, oh sorry, thank you for reminding this stuff. Let me just copy this thing, and I'm just going to paste it here. And otherwise, if you're not able to find this, you can just find me on the GitHub. So open your GitHub, and you can just find me. My username is like this, like LUB-JARI, Love Jerry. You can find me on the GitHub, and there you can just open my profile, and in my profile you can find this project. The name is like Node.js Essential Day 3. So just clone this project. Yeah, if you're not able to find the link here, by the way, you will get the link in the group, and if not, you can just find me on the GitHub. And if you're like finding me on the GitHub, don't forget to follow me. It yeah, thoda sa. Okay. How to get the certificate? As soon as this session will end, link is not working. Why? The private है repo. अब work करेगी. Don't worry, it will work. Copy this link, yeah, or just find me on the GitHub. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Suraj, thank. Yeah, I know you. You follow me. Yeah, so I think that's it for the Node essentials. And nice. अच्छा, workshop की link. Okay, let me just ask the team like workshop की link क्यों नहीं work कर रही है? और है कहाँ workshop की link? Just give me a second. Huh? Okay, I'm getting link for you. Okay, so here's the link, and I'm just going to paste this link in the project. Yeah, at the very top, I'm just pasting the link of the what you say, the workshop. So here's the link. So you can just I'm just going to put a comment. By the way, this is the link, LetsUpgrade.in programs slash future dev subscription. Yeah, and I'm just going to commit this as well. So you can clone the project and you can find the link there as well. By the way, just you can just pause the video and you can just write this link yourself. LetsUpgrade.in slash program slash future dev. Yeah, I hope I will see you in the JavaScript session in the workshop, because I'm just going to take the JavaScript session. Yeah, this JavaScript is mine. By the way, the first session is for the JavaScript. So from the 1st October, we are going to start this workshop, and I'm just going to inaugurate this new. And we are also going to have in these sessions as well. Quick. And these are the, by the way, links. Yeah. GitHub. I'm not able to get your profile. Yep. Just open the GitHub. Just open the GitHub. You can find me. Like my username is so unique. LUBJARI. Yeah, you can you can just Google me GitHub, and press enter. See, you will find me at the very top. Just open this one. It's a gist, by the way. It's a gist, and I have created this gist. So you can find my profile here. See, like there is no one with this name. Yeah, I will see you later. Yeah, so that's all, and I will see you in the workshop. Bye bye, and have a nice day. It was a great experience, and you were a great audience as well. Yeah, you maybe. Yeah. Okay, bye bye.